And the Ballers getting their last shot to go. Bridges with Gibson's got his second basket.
That's where you want your big man doing damage. Gibson showing his skill in the paint.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
Junior from deep three-point territory. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Charlotte. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Isn't pretty.
Now, here's Bridges, Washington. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. They get it back. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Junior. A second chance effort. That's good on the jump shot. Junior's got 12. In the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Washington. He kicks it to Bridges. And that one, good.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 14 points for Junior.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I got to talk to James Borrego a few minutes ago. I asked Coach about how he'll slow down LeBron tonight. We both had a good laugh about that. Coach said there's just no way to do it. Believe me, I've tried to come up with one. If there was a way to slow down LeBron, someone would have done it by now. LeBron's resume shows there isn't an answer for him, and there never has been. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Biombo is checked in for Gibson. Zeller comes in for Washington. Jabari Parker's checked in for Bridges. And Martin subbed in for Rozier. Now here is Martin. They grab their own miss. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Ballers. 6-point game. There's the double team with Martin. The pass to Kerr. Three-pointer. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here is Martin. Passes it to Graham. To the inside. To halt the run. Off the left rim and out. And a deep three from Junior. The Ballers keep it going. A new 14 seconds.
Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And the Hornets call time here. No doubt, Greg, you were known for being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, But if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Here's Parker. Following the basket by LeBron James. Parker finds Biyombo.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up. I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
Charlotte shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the Hornets making a change here.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And that one's good, Junior.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
It's blocked, but he recovers it. Martin kicks to Parker. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. James with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Here's Junior, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Junior's got 24.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Here's Graham. Sweet little floater.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Here's Junior. Buries it from three-point range. 27 points for him.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And so it's the visiting team. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Show up.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And guys, what's your take right now on the Ballers?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Off the inbound pass. Drills it from outside. Graham's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Hornets. Taking a look at the Bulls. LeBron James is out there with Adams. Then it's Junior. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Alexander Walker in at the small forward.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Zeller. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Junior. Drills the three-pointer. Junior's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Ballers.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Rozier comes in for Devontae Graham. Now here is Martin.
There you go.
He's still scoreless so far in this one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one drops. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. And good on the second, so he makes them both. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Now, here's Junior. 33 points for him.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
And so it's Charlotte with it. And the Ballers getting their last shot to go. Outside for Martin. Pass to Bridges. Picked away. Oh, and here comes Gilgeous-Alexander all alone. Pass to Junior to the right side. Fires for three. Hits it from three-point range. Junior's got 41.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And the Hornets call time here. Greg, you and I have talked.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, one, three.
He said 1 for 40. He said 1 for 40. He said you was 1 for 40.
I shot one time. What are you talking about? I was
So you was 1 for 40.
I was 1 for 1.
You was 1 for 40.
1 for 1.
So you said 1 for 40. So I'm gonna believe that 1 for 40.
I got some assists, rebounds. Jimmy was on his phone most of the time. I don't
For that 1 for 40.
He did try to rock me.
I missed 2 passes.
No, I wasn't. Drew was
Yes, you
That's skill.
I missed 2 passes. Or Charles. I missed 2 passes. Over Charles.
I was guarding. But coach put me on him every time. He didn't go to the paint now once.
They switched my position at the last minute. I was starting quarterback and they switched to regular receiver. And I do play right receiver. I'll play right receiver. I missed 2 passes. I missed 2 passes.
Now you shooting on bronze.
I missed 2 passes. I tried.
How many minutes you play on?
5.
I missed.
I think 6.
I missed 2 16 passes.
Hold up, wait.
2.
You be throwing alleys?
Not too much. I mostly be doing pick and roll.
I was at 3 receivers. 3 receivers. Gerard and his friends.
Anthony, whoa.
I did one. I did.
He got better.
Yeah, he did.
He got washed up, then he got unwashed.
Yeah, I missed 2 at. Missed 2.
Yo, we know.
On my like on one throw.
Him and George cost us the game.
I missed it. I went to don't on the run.
That number 26
That's
is
what-
something special.
That's why I missed.
I'm talking about on the
About how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's
It
the
is.
case?
I know
But,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Now, here's Junior, and he's got 41. Hits the three-point foul.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And it's Martin penetrating. LeBron with the block.
On the ball, off the ball, LeBron can really protect the rim.
about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Now the pass to Rozier. No good with the triple. Now the Ballers with it. They're on an 18-6 run. Took him no time at all on that one. Junior's got 46.
Check out my character.
Points.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Now Martin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Washington, that's good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Junior. Bangs home the trifecta.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes of Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you.
Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
And the Ballers decide to take their first time out here.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
Yes, I did.
Some changes for Charlotte. Biyombo checks in for Taj Gibson. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Martin. Here's Junior. Good! Another from 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc.
It's good to see Rozier improving as a playmaker. Passes like this help make his guys better players.
Junior, and again for 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Count that one. Biyombo's got 4 points now in the quarter. And, of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but
good! Another from 3.
And I don't think I have ever seen a player this dialed in from deep.
Well, with that make, he's now, Greg, alone in 2nd place for most threes in a game. You know, at this point, you have to go for the top spot, right? And the basket by Rozier.
Encouraging to see Rozier drain that one. You know it has to help his confidence moving forward.
What a game for him so far. He started out strong in that first quarter and has only turned it up from there.
Here's Graham, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm
for Bridges.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line. Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And the basket by Rozier.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Passes it to Graham. Now, here's Rozier. He has 6. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it, and he's able to get it back. Shot clock at 6. Off target from 3-point range.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Kuzma finds Antetokounmpo. Curry on the wing. The 3, and another one falls. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's Rozier. 16 seconds left now here in the second. Combo dishes to Graham. And the rejection by Curry.
Love seeing Stephen Curry get up and send that one back.
Offensive rebound. And so it's the visiting team out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Taking a look at the ballers. Kenny, give us your take.
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else. Their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work on.
Okay,
Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Devontae Graham is out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's Miles Bridges. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Washington in at the 4 slot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
And it's Graham missing. Junior with it. Bridges covering. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And this is what you expect from Kyle Kuzma. He has a scorer's mindset. It's probably his strongest attribute.
Graham surveying the floor. Here's Rozier, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Leonard the pass to Antetokounmpo, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between... your guys.
A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Nailed from three-point land. Rozier's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Junior, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Here's Rozier, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving, don't sit back.
And connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Here's Junior, and again for three.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And he takes a breather from his ongoing three-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage, Greg, on the road. Talk about a big-time performance. Wow.
And you just wonder how someone can get this locked in from long range. He has defined what it means to put on a three-point clinic tonight.
And it's Martin penetrating. Yep, that one goes. Martin's got his first points of the game.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And that one's good, Junior.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And it's Graham missing.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back. The defense is there, but because of the height disparity, there's no real contest.
From past the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Williams got 12.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Here's Junior. Another bucket. Wow.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight. Graham with the bucket.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Junior. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Out of bounds. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. Taking a look at Charlotte, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
Well, right now for the Ballers, they've done exactly what they set out to do. Start strong, position yourself early, and then make everyone believe you're a championship contender. Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
That one goes in.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And Adams kicks to Junior. And good. There's another.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. Lets it go from the wing. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. 1:24 left in the third quarter. And the rejection by James.
Right wheel.
Alexander Walker passes to Junior. Hits it again. Wow.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
Oh, he had it spinning. It looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Lets the 3 fly, and that one's good, Junior.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting
Look at the score, though. Look at the score. Look at the score.
Graham, the pass to
Look at the
Parker.
score. Look at the score.
Inside.
Look at the score.
And the dunk by Parker.
A little undersized
at the
at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
What are you doing? Right here.
And here are the ballers now. Pass to Junior. From deep. Kept alive. Adams, the pass to Alexander Walker. Adams dishes to James. Parker with the steal. Unhindered, going all the way. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And so James will bring it up for the ballers. And Junior with the basket on the assist by Adams. Adams has got assist number 5 here tonight. Graham gets a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. As we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Ballers ahead, running away with this one. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Okay, now let's reset our lineups.
Watch the video.
All queued up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the ballers. They've got LeBron James.
If you watch the video, go watch it back.
Junior's out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3.
And they have
been relentless
from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no
watch the video, go watch it back.
You know what? They talked about this at half.
If y'all see the video, go watch it back.
They're doing a better job of creating space.
And the ballers
go
watch it
back.
We've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the game, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint. And
I can do my career. I'm doing my really good right now.
There's got to be some kind of barrier there.
Every game.
Looking at who's out there now for the
I make it. No, I didn't.
First of all, there's nobody that's watching, and nobody that's like.
They're gonna watch. They get when they upload. When they upload, they can watch it. They can watch it.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Biombo, and Terry Rozier subbed in for Parker. Here's Rillard, McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
I ain't trash.
Stolen by McDaniels. Oh, and here comes Rozier all alone.
He can get that.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Ballers. On Thursday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Saturday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Boston Celtics. Outside, Martin. Loose. Leonard with the steal. Oh, Kuzma's in position.
Just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Assist.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And the foul called on Junior. That's foul number 2 for him. And last season, we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce the Elam ending, a target score, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. Wheeler fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Curry passes to Kuzma. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Kuzma's got 5 points in the quarter. Kuzma's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Rozier, and the ejection by Curry. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Back to Leonard. Pass to Kuzma. Now, here's Junior. From deep 3-point range, they get it again.
Reach.
Shot clock at 5. From deep. That one doesn't go. And here's Charlotte. Riller the pass to McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Anytime you get an opportunity to show off a little bit, you have to take it.
Here's Junior, and yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Leonard against Martin, and there's the pass to Bridges. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Riller the pass to Martin. Here's Riller for the 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 6th rebound on the night. Curry finds Kuzma. Here's Junior. Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Martin against Leonard. And it's sent back by Leonard. And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop. Pass to Junior.
Timeout.
And the Ballers call time here.
Martin. Yes, I get it.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just admire that performance.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. That'll be a 5-second call. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and what was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seemed to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. And that one's good, really. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
tournament. That's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the baller.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll mark their fourth win on the year, actually their fifth win on the year. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Junior.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Martin's checked in for Bridges. Here's Junior. Another one goes. Incredible.
Kevin, I'm in disbelief. He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
Well, Greg, a record that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to amaze. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
And so it's Charlotte with it. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the wing right side. Here's Junior. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job.